Yo, 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 welcome back to the Heavily Opinionated Podcast. It's your boy, Jamel Kijana, aka Melly Mel, aka whatever you want to call me.
Whatever
And
you
with
want
me,
to
I
call
got.
me. It's your boy. It's your homie. It's the boy better yourself. It's your boy, Playboy Troy, reporting live from the Bay Area.
Yo, what's up, man? If you gonna do that, you gotta be on cue. That was way off. That makes sense.
Oh no, because usually you go my AKA, you give me like 2 or 3 AKAs, so like just to randomly just switch it up and only go one
I didn't
nickname.
switch it up. I just did this. I did Jamel Kijana.
You just go
I don't know.
Mel Kijana,
Who else I
AKA
got with me?
Mel, AKA. Bro, I'm waiting. That's why I was waiting for the other nickname. My bad.
I
You
thought I
fucked me
did them
up.
all. I don't know. Who else I got with me?
It's your boy Cooley High, aka Frank Mason. I'm chilling. I'm in the place to be. Where we at?
Yeah. Oh yeah, we already know. Who else I got with me?
Yo, 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 it's your boy Platinum Pat back up in the building, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Came in a bit
Glad
to
to have you
shine.
back. And speaking of somebody who's back, who else I got with me? Last but not least.
Da, 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 da. It's your boy Rose. How y'all boys been doing?
Boo!
Back from the
Oh,
dead.
yeah,
He's
see
back.
that, Jose? What
Hey,
you gotta do is like, boo! Get him out of here! Damn, it's a hostile crowd here. Good lord.
I know, right? We comfortable in the uncomfortable, bro. We love it. We love it.
All right, Rose. We glad to have you back. We glad to have you back, man. But you already know what it is over here at Heavily Opinionated, how we do it. So let's get into it. The NFL Conference Championships happened last night as we were recording. And San Francisco 49ers, they handled their business against Detroit, sent them back over here in tears. It's been sad in the city. I go to the grocery store today. Everybody's just sad talking. My class got canceled. I think my professor had to be a Lions fan. I don't know. Maybe it was the snow, but she just said, "Hey, not today." And I'm like, "But we gotta test. We gotta test this way, but not today." So the city's pretty gloomy about it. Then you go over to Baltimore. Pretty sure it's pretty gloomy over there too, because Kansas City handled business over there. I think 17-7, no 17-10. That's the score. So now that leaves our Super Bowl matchup: the San Francisco 49ers and the Kansas City Chiefs. Oh, my bad. Over in Las Vegas in February. Fellas, how do you feel about the games? And then give me your prediction.
It's the Swifty Bowl, baby. Welcome to the Swifty Bowl. We're gonna keep the camera on her the whole time, all game long. That's how Kansas City roll. But it's the Bay. They had them in the first half, not in the second though. Hey yo, stand up Bay Area. We one step closer to reliving my dream, to getting my dream there. We one step closer.
This is not
I'm gonna get
this
to
is
the
not a
parade.
we. This is a we until he has to move to another city. He is no
Yeah.
longer. Give him 3 years.
Then there's
He
no
will
this
not
is
give a
the this is the
damn.
most phoniest we of wees of
This
all
man is
wees.
about to be like,
I'm
yeah,
French.
Niners.
Don't
Bro,
worry.
if they call Najee next week and say, hey, we moving you to Tacoma. See?
As soon as they lose, fuck them niggas, man. Patriots way. Hey,
I'm a Raiders fan. I'm gonna be a Raiders then. Fine.
Man,
That's how
I
the
ain't
Bay
gonna
Area
lie.
is anyway. They
But-
split between
but-
the 49ers or the Raiders.
The games was really good though. Those were some really great. They were some good games, man. I mean, I think a lot of people wanted to see more points put up on the board from the Kansas City Ravens game, but I think the Ravens coaching staff did not put Lamar in a position to succeed. They did the same shit the whole game. They sent 5, they sent 6, they sent the blitz the whole game. And so it was just like the coaching staff to me, it didn't seem like they switched anything up. They weren't double teaming any of the people that were breaking free. Like it was just crazy. It was the same shit the whole game. Lamar was just in pressure the whole time. Kudos to Kansas City on that part. You know what I mean? By pressuring Lamar, figuring some shit out, and just trying to make sure that the man won't be able to do his thing and succeed. You know what I mean? So I think in that game, one thing. So go San Fran. So San Fran. One thing for the Super Bowl, because I don't even want to talk about that shit. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I don't even want to talk about the Lions versus San Fran. I've been seeing the shit on at the gym. I've been seeing the shit on everywhere that I go. And I just come
Triggered.
around when I see the shit and I just be like, bro, because I was so fucking happy the first half. Y'all don't even understand. And then
Now
after
you know
that
how we
shit,
feel.
like
Now you know how Falcons
Damn it, he
fans.
stole it from me because I was
literally,
gonna use that.
literally, I didn't know how
It's
that
not
shit
the
felt.
I
Right in
don't
your
know.
But
It's
face.
not the
look,
same.
so this is what I'm gonna say about the Super
Right
Bowl.
back at
I
you.
like that the two teams that are going against each other are going against each other in this sense. We saw Kansas City's defense; they were stout. We saw that they didn't score a bunch of points. So offense is gonna be hungry. They want to score some points. They want to get out there. They want to eat. They want to do some shit to help the defense. You know what I'm saying? But on the same time, the defense feeling good, nigga. We just stopped Lamar. You know what I mean? Now on the backside, you got San Fran. San Fran is like, look, we just came back from 21 zip. What was it, 21 or 24?
It came
20.
down. Just came down 17. It was 24-7
Oh, okay, it was
at halftime.
17. Okay, so
Yeah.
17, 7. They came down by 7. So 20. All right, so you said what it was 21-17?
No,
24-17?
24-7.
24-7. 24-7. I'm sorry. They came back from 24-7. You know what I'm saying? And shut the team out the second half. So you got to be feeling like, all right, going into this next game, look, we still rolling as an offense. You know what I mean? We still on fire. Our defense now they started waking up. They stopped a team that just scored 24 points on them and stopped them from scoring shit the entire next half. You know what I mean? So I like this matchup right here. I think it's gonna be really, really good. I got a low scoring game. I got like a 10-17. I mean, the game's gonna be lost anywhere between a touchdown and a field goal. That's what I think. So it's gonna be like a 3 to 7 point difference. But who do I have winning? Kansas City.
Man, I just want to say, man, shout out to the Baltimore Ravens. Y'all put in a good effort. That defense was just lights out. That boy Chris John was on Lamar behind the whole game. He was on him like white on rice. What can I say? So, man, like I said, man, salute to B More. Salute to Kansas City Chiefs. They handled their business. They made enough plays to win the game. Both teams, they played well, but Kansas City made enough, like more plays to get the W to close that game out. And as far as the 49ers, I was shocked. I did not see that coming. I thought, man, when I saw the score 24-7, I'm thinking, okay, the Detroit Lions, you know, they gonna go ahead and shut them out, handle business. But you let them come back. And then Dan Campbell did what Dan Campbell been doing all year. He gambled unprovoked. You didn't even have to take the gamble. He said, nah, I want to crap out. I want to throw all my dice in the game. I'm like, what?
Like,
so
what?
That pretty much cost you the game because if you kicked the field goal, it would have been tied up.
Mm-hmm.
You would have had an overtime, give you a chance another opportunity to win the game. But, hey, man, once you know the tendencies of a tiger going to do what a tiger do.
That's ridiculous.
Hey, that's what I got so far. As far as the Super Bowl prediction so far, man. I want my heart saying 49ers, but my mind saying Chiefs. So I'm gonna go with the Chiefs, baby. And that's where we at. That's my spill on the proceedings over the weekend.
Before you go, Rose, I didn't give a Super Bowl prediction. I just said we was one step closer. I'm gonna go with Chiefs. I'll go with Chiefs.
Hold on. I'm sorry. We're not gonna keep Kanye and shit. Nigga, did you just say I'm going with the Chiefs but been rooting for the fucking Bay? That's how fast, Jamel. That's how fast that weed goes fucking south, nigga.
Bro.
That fucking weed ain't shit.
I'm telling you, that man, like, he's using you, 49er fans. He's using your bridge. He's using your facility. He's using your city as a party place. He wants you to win so he can party. The moment he has to move to a new city, he will not care.
No. We just
If he
seen
knew about both
no
versions,
gun to his
he's
head.
gonna get a Brock
He
Purdy
won't
with a
even
Patrick
choose
Mahomes
you
just
niggas.
in case. He's
He
gonna
only
give
wants
home
you to
just in
party.
case.
If he doesn't feel like if he wakes up Sunday, Super Bowl Sunday, says, actually, I don't feel like partying this week, he will not go for you anymore. If he don't feel like
He's
going,
not. He's already not. The
if they
nigga
already
just
hit him with the Najee, you have to work Tuesday. You can't go to any parade. Oh, he don't care then. He wants y'all to lose.
Bro, on a platform that's recorded that he knows is gonna forever be there stated. He just chose a whole different fucking team. What
Make
the
it make
fuck?
sense. I don't
This is
know.
This nigga has
crazy.
crucified me in my picks for the past couple seasons. And now
Hey,
him and Cooley have
just
both
cause you
jumped onto the
celebrating,
bandwagon. There's no more
just cause you
goddamn room.
celebrating in the
I just
section,
know
you
First
got
of
the
all,
bonnets popping and it's lit.
hold
You
up.
you're surrounded by the women, don't mean they there for you.
Listen
It don't
here.
mean they
I'm
there
gonna say
for you.
this. If you've been a fan of the Heavy Opinionated podcast, thank you. That's one thing. But 2, episode 7, I told y'all how my superstitions work. I told you. Whoever I go
that's
with.
That's a good callback. That's a good.
If you go to
callback.
episode 7, I
Superstitions.
told you exactly how my superstition
I
is.
know how this nigga works. I
So
know how this
last
nigga
week,
mind
if you
works.
watched last week's episode, I said the Detroit Lions was gonna win.
Old Skip Bayless ass nigga.
Look,
Old
So
Skip
I got the
Bayless.
Chiefs.
Oh,
I got
okay.
the Chiefs to win.
He hit them with the old jinx sauce. Okay, all right.
I want the
get
Chiefs
it.
to win. And I
A
want the
Drake
Chiefs to
ass
win
nigga.
big.
Drake ass
I'm a-
nigga. Go online with the whole UK suit, but then put a bet on the other team. Put a bet on Duke. He got the whole UK suit on, but he betting his money on Duke to beat the niggas.
Hey, did he walk out with the money?
If he ain't Vegas, I don't know what the fuck he is. That boy
Oh,
Playboy Troy. That's a party.
Because one thing for certain, I'm a party. But if they say I can't go, best believe it's gonna get switched around. Like a Uno card got thrown down.
He literally
Don't
has
worry.
a Brock Purdy and Patrick Mahomes jersey. No, not even Patrick Mahomes. He got the Travis Kelce just in case, so he can party with the Swifties. I'm telling you, I know how this nigga mind work, bro.
Hey, yeah. Go ahead, Rose. Let me hear your take up on it as a Chiefs fan.
Hey man, what a season! What a time to be alive! It's another great year at the Arrowhead Invitational. You know what I'm saying? This time we got a whole little roles reversed because the first time, every time we've been doing home field. You know what I'm saying? Had to switch it up this year, but getting past the BS there. It was a really good game though. I ain't gonna lie. Someone that really wanted Lamar to take the next step and seeing that. I was a Chiefs fan. I was kind of terrified going into this game because I was like, yo, if they get off early like they've been doing all season, we could come back. But what if they wake up and actually become what we all think that Lamar Jackson and them can be? But unfortunately, we didn't get to see that. Shout out to the Chiefs defense. The offense did per usual as you normally see. Travis Kelce with 11 balls and shit like that. But for the Ravens, truthfully, they got better weapons, but they need to actually open up the playbook a little more just for Lamar to be able to not just – he can still carry that team, but you don't want – especially in that division with Joe Burrow coming back next year, Deshaun Watsons of the world or whomever else, Trevor Lawrence is, Josh Allen, you know what I mean? These guys, it's going to be a gauntlet in the AFC regardless, but, run through Arrowhead. But he's going to have to fight for second place out of that. You know what I mean? So overall, with that whole entire game, bro, I was glad to see the results of us winning. For the Niners and the Lions, truthfully, I really wanted Detroit to win. I ain't going to lie to you. I mean, I've picked the Niners in the past to get to the Super Bowl before and shit, but I didn't like how they did this Trey Lance shit. I mean, I get it. Season progressed. Football karma is a real thing. When you handle bad business, you can't be upset when you take chances and that shit blow up in your face. Sometimes it just does for whatever fucking reason. We all know it is to be true. Don't even look like that. don't even look like that.
The most backhanded compliment first to the AFC quarterbacks. He said,
First of all,
we don't know who's going to be there. They're all good. Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Trevor Lawrence. They still got to go through Burrow, Arrowhead. Like, God dang.
first of all,
I think
can I
y'all
get like two statements off?
Yeah, go ahead. Talk.
I'm gonna go with the lower tier one, then I'm gonna build up.
Okay, go ahead.
First of all, what does Trey Lance got to do with this? What do you got to do with it? They
You
nothing
drafted
to
the
him.
court.
They all they did was trade him
You
to a
said, hey,
place
we're gonna
where
take
they
a
thought he
chance.
had a
He's gonna
better
be
chance to become the starting quarterback.
Hey, I just don't like how they went about it, bro. I feel as though, yes, Brock Purdy has turned out to be the diamond in the rough. They could have handled the situation differently, especially when you drafted the kid there. I mean, you got Brock Purdy when you barely didn't even want him. You know what I'm saying? So now
First
we're
of
just,
all,
we're just gonna
you
cut
could.
bait.
This is basically the same conversation we just had with this same conversation me and Pat had with with Jamel last week when he said he said he didn't like the way Baltimore handled the situation with Lamar Jackson. This is business. Trey, first of all, who knew about Brock Purdy? Who knew about Brock Purdy?
Nobody.
The
Okay,
Niners,
then we
the
put Trey
Niners,
Lance.
the niggas who drafted him, the niggas, the Niners.
Okay, the people who drafted him. So then Trey Lance is right there. He gets hurt, and guess what? What he's in there for a cup of tea?
Bro,
So
they already had Jimmy G when they first got Trey Lance and Brock Purdy. So
can you tell me
what?
But then you sit there, and guess what? They traded him to the Cowboys because let's stop acting like the narrative around the Cowboys at the starting of the season was we don't know if Dak gonna still be the starter. That was really the conversation was because we didn't know how good he was gonna be this season. We know Dak Prescott is good, but we didn't know if if the Cowboys gonna trade his ass or not. To be honest with you, that's what the conversation was at right at that point. Because it was like, yo, we might as well get Trey Lance in case Dak Prescott ends up getting hurt or he just ends up being trasher than what he is already. So then you already had a backup plan. So the 49ers didn't do something to a point where they sent him to like the fucking Baltimore Ravens, knowing he's not getting no playing time now. They sent him to the Cowboys with a chance that he could get some playing time. That's one thing.
How
Two, I'm gonna go ahead and say this.
I mean, honestly, though, that's not even their. That's not their job. That's not even
a Darko Milicic conversation there. I ain't trying to have
that. My job is not to trade you to where you can go get playtime. My job is to go ahead and get this nigga who costs way less than you, and put him at the starting lineup, and go ahead and open up my money because now we got CMC who's coming over here. We got all these stars who's over here. We got Chase Young who gets traded over here. We get who the other defensive player that's traded over here. They got all of these pieces by opening up they checkbook. It's not bad business.
But
Trey Lance,
I was saying they just added in something being nice.
Trey Lance got to come back the entire preseason and go against Brock Purdy inside of the progression plays and do all this, that, blah, blah, blah. And Brock Purdy was better than him. That's what they saw.
Well, hold on, Rouse. Also, looking at all that, he just doesn't fit the type of system that they have. They don't need a running quarterback when you have Debo and McCaffrey and Ayuk. They needed a game managing quarterback. Y'all said who you use. Y'all said and Kittle. Forgot about him. And y'all said about who was watching Brock Purdy. I knew about Brock Purdy when he was at Iowa State. And I seen like maybe one game. And I was like, oh, it's a game managing quarterback. Like Iowa and Iowa State usually always keep. They always keep a game manager type of quarterback out there. And with those type of weapons, that's all you need. So with Trey Lance, it was like they didn't want to do when you have dual threat quarterbacks, whether it be Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, there's a different type of scheme that you have to like create. And they didn't feel the need to have to create that scheme because of the talent all around. Just get the ball to those guys and they'll be fine. Which I'm gonna give my take off real quick about all that. I think that's relying on that is probably not gonna get you no Super Bowl. It's probably not going to beat Mahomes. I'm just keeping it a stat. Just having a game managing quarterback that just needs to get the ball to the receivers. I mean, get the ball to those guys. It's worked so far, but I just don't think in the biggest moments you can rely on that because I don't know. I just think you need to have a X factor type of quarterback to really win the Super Bowl in this day and age, especially when you're.
We're not gonna act like Brock ain't do that running though. Don't act like Brock did what he needed to do in that game.
Okay,
he did. That's a game managing situation.
Hold on, before we go.
But they're not designed. Game managers can scramble. If you're a game manager, that means you got to scramble when you need to. But an X factor is a guy that I can say 5 wide, QB draw, quarterback sneak. Hey, what we used to hear about what Travis and Kelsey. I mean,
I ain't gonna lie. I would do that with him next game.
Kelsey and
I
Mahomes
would
hit him
do a
with the,
QB
oh,
sneak.
I just be getting open and Pat find me.
Don't
That's
do
an
it.
X factor quarterback that can, a game managing quarterback isn't telling his receiver just get open. No, he needs to have a
I
route.
would do a QB sneak
Mahomes
with
has an
Purdy.
X
That
factor
nigga
of
was
that.
sliding.
Yeah.
Don't do it. That you get your block knocked off. But let me go. I just want to go ahead and get to the point of the Niners have been in the quarterback searching business, and they still are. They first start off with the Jimmy G, getting him from the Patriots, right? All right, went from Jimmy G. Even with going to the Super Bowl, we
Put
still looking
respect
for a
on
better
Cap.
quarterback.
Put respect on
Bruh,
Cap. It started with
bruh.
him.
Yeah. No, I went to Jimmy G for how they acquired
No,
him.
I said on Cap.
I know.
Wait, before you
go.
go down this line though, can I just know how you felt about the games over the weekend and know what your prediction is for the Super Bowl
Oh, yeah,
and
we didn't-
Massey know his predictions as well? I just want to know what y'all think.
I was gonna get my take on the whole weekend once he finished
talking about
with this
football
point.
karma, and
Go
then we
ahead.
went into this whole Steelers tip. But basically, all I just wanted to sit here and say is, when you're conducting good business, you're looking for a quarterback, and you're still looking for a quarterback. Eventually, like Jamel just said, it's going to bite you in the ass at some point. Where say we have a game manager quarterback versus a quarterback, not just a quarterback, but the best in the business right now. More often than not, you don't want to play safe, especially in going to a game like this. So definitely great game against Detroit. Great comeback for Brock Purdy. But if I asked you right now, like we had a conversation before the podcast, Lamar Jackson, if you would trade Lamar Jackson for Brock Purdy right now, would you do it? Would that make the Niners better?
Maybe.
I don't think there's a
Maybe.
soul that wouldn't do that.
We just said
I think that's a bad example. He's potentially the MVP. Why wouldn't you?
But so what are you saying that to say though?
All I said was no to you because you asked two questions in that same breath. You said, would you trade Brock Purdy? Would you trade Lamar Jackson? Oh no, sorry. Would you trade Brock Purdy for Lamar Jackson? That was the first question. Then your second question was, if you put Lamar Jackson on the 49ers, would that make them better? And I feel like that's a yes, I would trade Brock Purdy for Lamar Jackson, but I don't think it'll make the 49ers better. I actually don't.
I don't know if it would or wouldn't. I can't say, but I would imagine it would because it looks like Lamar has the throwing power of Brock Purdy, and he can also be elusive and go do his own thing, stretch out plays when some of the plays probably wasn't going to be able to, just shit like that. But who wouldn't do that? It's Lamar Jackson and fucking Brock Purdy. Like, I mean, maybe you bring up a Deshaun Watson, or you ask me about a Geno Smith, or you ask me about a Baker. You know what I mean? Like, you ask me about these guys, now we got a comparable conversation. But you just went to the potential MVP and said, "Would you trade this nigga for that nigga?" I'm pretty sure everybody quarterback can go for Lamar right now. You keeping Jalen Hurts over Lamar?
Yes.
You on drugs, nigga.
Yeah, I'm going.
Kenneth, get back to your point, bro, because I don't even want this nigga's a dog.
Man, I just want Kendall's prediction.
Loyal.
My prediction in the Super
We know
Bowl,
what he going with.
we know
who he
repeat, baby. It's
He
a repeat.
just told you. Practically, he just told you. He said,
All right, then
we got a JV quarterback versus the best in the business.
Melly Mel, what you got?
All
Let
right.
us know,
So,
Massey.
all right. So I'll start off with Detroit first. Like I said earlier, it's been sad in the city. It's been looking pretty sad here. And it is what it is. You know, I'm walking in the grocery store and I'm hearing out the side of my ear, I don't see how the fuck you get on the podium and talk about. I'm like, oh shit. They're already mad at Dan. And I am too. Because I'm watching the game. I'm on the phone with my cousins. We watching the game. Everybody just, think. I'm seeing, okay, you're on the 30-yard line. Why you 4th and 3? Why you going for it? You just down 3, just tie it up right here. Because you lost by 3. You had the touchdown late, but then you couldn't get the onside kick because nobody gets some shits. And you lost by 3. That could have been a tying situation. So to me, I'm like, you gambled at the wrong time. I ain't really like that part. That's really all I took from the game. I ain't gonna lie. Coming into the second half, I was not sitting here thinking Detroit had it. I said Detroit is going to Detroit. And not Kansas City. San Francisco is going to get theirs. They're not about to just go out with just 7. They're going to play to the end, and McCaffrey's going to go off and have his another touchdown or 2. And Ayuk is probably going to have some. I knew there was going to be at least 2 touchdowns come out of them. I was just shocked that after that they got stagnant, Detroit-wise, offensively. Defensively, they still did okay. Yeah, you let them score 34, but you still, you kept your team in the game and you gave the offense as many opportunities as you need to do. Sometimes, in this day and age, we got to look at like back in the day, good defenses was about stopping the team overall and having less points. Nowadays, you stop doing that. If that is your defensive scheme as a defensive coordinator, you will not last long. If it's all about having the least amount of points scored on me. No, it's about, can you get the offense the ball back when they need it most? Can you make the plays that need? What's your third down stoppage? That's what I want to see. You know what I'm saying? What's your stats against the run in the last 5 minutes? You know what I'm saying? That's what I want. I don't want to care how many points you score, because that can all alter. You know what I'm saying? Because looking at what the Ravens did, they technically stopped the Chiefs. They didn't score the entire second half, but you still lost the game. So it's not about holding them to this point. And you got to get the team the ball back. So that's my take on that. Detroit, Detroit just did what Detroit did. I'm gonna be honest with you. I saw something that had me laughing. It said Goodell was not about to let Baltimore niggas and Detroit niggas both be in Vegas. No,
Come on,
man. No.
Come on, man.
Come on, too much bad. Too much bad. That was
Boom Bowl.
Hey, bro. Hey, step on my shit again, nigga. I'm gonna blow your shit out, nigga. Hey, I'm gonna blow your shit out right here.
Yeah,
nigga. Right here.
They gotta how they
The Super Bowl.
Hey, boo, you better cool down with
That's
that
a
shit.
cookout.
They ain't want
Get
that.
down.
with the Collier buffs.
They ain't want that.
The-
They ain't want that. So, and then going over to Baltimore, speaking of them, that game, Lamar.
Hey, time out.
Man,
If Baltimore did win, Krishan Rock would have probably showed up at the Super Bowl. Damn,
that would have been funny.
Hey, that'd be lit.
that'd be lit.
yeah, that would have been funny.
That'd be lit.
Anywho,
A Toxic Bowl.
My bad. My
Yeah,
bad.
so with that-
Krishan Rock and Eminem at the Super Bowl, crazy.
oh Lord, that would have been
Well,
crazy.
so it's basically, what would you rather, Taylor Swift or Krishan Rock?
Keeping it black. I'm going with Krishan. But I don't know. That's a dangerous.
You lying
That's
to
dangerous.
yourself.
Man, I gotta go Taylor. Taylor got the bag. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to
There you
go.
go. Your true colors come out. Yeah, good.
I can't
I'm
do
going
the Krishan.
Sierra.
I can't do the Krishan.
Me
That's
personally,
too
I'm
much.
gonna just go ahead and come on, keep Taylor Swift there, man. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
I'm gonna have to go Taylor. Like
If it was up to me, I would go Sierra.
Hey, yo, Krishan end up
that's
they're
the
fighting in the
smartest
parking lot before they even get in the building, bro.
Yeah,
I'm not- no.
dude.
Yeah, I want to say Krishan Rock, but she gonna beat me up.
Fuck
Come
it,
on,
bring the
yeah, like
baddies
let's
to the
not.
Super Bowl.
I'm loyal to the system.
Bring the baddies.
That
I'm
one.
gonna tell you the truth. I'm gonna tell you the truth.
Baddies.
If I had to choose between the two, I would only go Krishan just to stick. Nah, I'm going Taylor. I'm going Taylor, bro. She got billions.
Krishan is.
I ain't trying to do nothing with her though. I'm gonna tell you.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Who says I gotta do
with
that?
her? I'm just literally trying to get to that money, man. Get to that money. Go get to that bag. You feel me? And then I'm gonna go ahead and
I'm
bring
on my
that back
city
to the hood.
I'm
You know
on my
what I'm
city
saying?
boys. I'm on
And
my
then
city.
I'm leaving her.
City boys.
I'm leaving her.
Yeah, city boy ain't it?
I'm
leaving her
But,
like a mug.
Just like that. I need alimony.
But back to that game, back to the Kansas City and the Baltimore game. Lamar. Oh, gosh, man. I don't know, man. Some of the calls you could say were a little wonky, but then some of it's like, Lamar, you got to make the play. Coaching scheme, like you said, Pat, what you guys doing with that? That ain't like that. The man had to pass it to himself. You know what I'm saying? And I like Zay Flowers. He's a great rookie, but he's not a number one. This goes back to early episodes when we talked about Lamar. I was saying they need to get him some real weapons, a number one receiver. If you look at the number one receivers, excluding Tyreek Hill, they're taller than 6 feet. Let's keep it a stat.
They thought they got him one.
They thought they did, but it's just like when you first had him and you had
Number
Hollywood Brown. No,
That's a
no,
three.
No. Talking about OBJ. Number
Oh,
three?
yeah.
Talking about OBJ as a number one.
Yeah.
Number three. Number three is a number three. Number three is a number three. Just keep it in a stat. Just keep it in a stat. It's like when we just picked up Julio. He's number three. Vontae and AJ still right up there. You know what I'm saying? We picked up Julio because, hey, Julio is just like Odell. Hey, you pick up Odell. So I don't know. They need a
Did he
number
play?
one. Who? Julio? Yeah, he had a couple touchdowns. Yeah. But anywho, so it's like, with Lamar, it's like they need to get him a number one and a number one that like can get you a ball in the red zone. Because look at the 2 red zone turnovers. You know what I'm saying? If you have a real red zone threat to go to, you don't have to worry about Zay doing all this extra stuff and Lamar just throwing it to Likely I like Likely.
And that's what I was about to say.
I think if he was
Exactly what I was gonna
if
say.
he positioned himself as a receiver, that would be your number one. But he likes to stay in that tight end.
Yeah.
When you're already behind one of the top 5 tight ends, that messes up the scheme too. Because it's like an Aaron Hernandez Gronkowski type of thing. It's like, how are you going to use it? You got to be smart. They haven't figured that out yet because this is his first. I saw him the year before pop off. I thought this would be the year they had it schematically, but it still don't look like they know. And they're just like, oh, we're going to really use Isaiah when Andrews is hurt because he gets hurt.
When Andrews ain't here.
Yeah, and it's like, that's not good. You need to find a scheme so both of them can thrive if you're not going to go get a number 1 receiver. So that's that. Other than that, yeah, Kansas City, the man was perfect all game. First half, I think it was second quarter when he first threw his first incompletion. So that's that. I'm not surprised by it because you can't bet against Mahomes. So in terms of my picks, Pat, I'm gonna have to disagree with you. Yes, it is going to, like you said, it's going to be a low scoring game. I think it's going to be a high scoring game. But the part I disagree with you, it's not a good matchup for me. And I'm not just talking football wise. I'm just talking like who outside of the 2 teams that really, because we got somebody that lives in the Bay Area don't really pull for the Knicks right now. He don't even care.
Right.
Allegedly.
Right.
We don't know. Outside of the 2 fan bases, nobody really wants to see the Super Bowl. And I'm not saying that last year people were rooting for the Eagles. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you're on the list. Me personally, I'm not really like as a just fan of the NFL because once my team got eliminated, I'm like, okay, now I just want to see a good matchup. And to me, I'm like,
I mean,
okay,
no, there's no Cinderella story in this.
There's no Cinderella story. We don't need that every year. Because that's not how it always is. But there's no story of like anything really that we haven't seen already before. Because like I said earlier with the San Francisco 49ers, 2012, you lose with Cap. And then 2019, you lose with Garoppolo. And then 4 years, every year after that, you've gone to the NFC Championship and lost. So it's like, I don't see the 49ers, like, come on now. Maybe this is finally the year, but I'm not banking on that. So that leaves us with the obvious Mahomes win. And what does that mean for us? Another dynasty. When Tom Brady left and retired, we said, okay, he get his one at the Bucs. Or even then, before he left at the Bucs, we just were thinking, when Tom is done, no more dynasty. And don't get me wrong. Me personally, I don't care. I'm not a huge dynasty person. With whether it be my Eagles or the Gators, I want you to get your ring and go back to just doing our thing. Get your ring and then everybody leaves and then we're not the same next year. That's cool with me. Because, hey, we get our ring every now and then. Instead of just being this huge dynasty that just annoys everybody and makes everybody not really want to see you win no more. I like being a team that just gets theirs every now and then. And I like that for other teams. And I wish sometimes sports would have it to where, not have it, but just, sometimes sports, every year is somebody different. It's not the same team.
You can't do that. You can't do that. The winners win, the losers lose.
I'm just saying that's what I would like to see. That's all. I wish, because we all know it's scripted anyway. So if it's scripted, why don't write the script to be diverse? Like I said before we got on the pod, they took a writer's strike, and so did the NFL.
Can I say this?
That's my point.
As being a fan of a team that wasn't.
Wait. Before you say that, my prediction: the game's gonna get canceled. That's what fuck. And just move on to next season. This not gonna be a good one, guys.
Hey,
first of all, I'm going to limit Super Bowl for
what?
That's my prediction. I just hope they. I'm watching it for us. I didn't say take nobody out. I just cancel the game, bro. Yeah, just give me the halftime.
Get out of here.
I don't want to see this, bro. Let's move on to next season.
I want to see is it gonna be another dynasty or not. I want to see.
It is.
I want to see. Just a regular game, like on some regular game. Look, on some regular game shit. You got to remember, the Chiefs were shut out the entire last half, and the 49ers went on a run the entire last half. So are they still gonna be hot? And can they figure this shit out? Just shit like that I actually am interested in going into this game. I think it's gonna be a decent
Taylor
game.
Swift did not pay enough money to
I
see
don't
her
give
boyfriend
two shits
lose.
about her. She did not.
And that's why nobody wanted them in the Super Bowl, because nobody gives two
Taylor
shits about it. But she put her money down and said, "My boyfriend wins the Super Bowl this year. I'm not coming." Because they said she got a concert in Tokyo the day before. They said she hit in Tokyo, coming right back to. She not coming all this way to see her boyfriend lose. So she put that money down and said, "Hey, he wins.
Y'all know what to do.
He wins. I'm coming off the layover. I'm jet lagged. He wins tonight."
What you say, Playboy?
I was gonna say, as a fan of a team that just had a dynasty, I'm gonna say this. No, I would say with the Patriots is we won championships and shit. But it's like I felt like every championship had like a story to it. There was some
Yeah.
like it was some like intrigue to it. Like,
Yeah.
you know, you had the deflate gate and all that other stuff going on into it. But it was also like just random, like we could tell the story of the Atlanta Falcons game nonstop. I know Cooley don't want to hear about it, but that's just a cool story that we could constantly tell. So it's like with the Kansas City, I don't really know any like
It's nothing. And I don't want to hear it. And I don't want to hear there's no more
there's
Tyreek.
a story.
Still got the number one tight
This
end.
year, we did not think that they were gonna make it whatsoever. At the beginning of the season, y'all better not sit here and cap.
I literally said
when we
they'll
saw
be
them
fine.
lose versus the Lions, we literally was like, I mean, we'll see how it plays out, but shit, I don't know. And as the weeks went, we was like, this nigga Rose ain't coming because his team not winning. Well, that's
Yeah, but I
exactly
ain't
what
say
we
that
were
they not
talking
about.
about, man.
No,
First of
what
all,
I said. Remember,
not
all
gonna
I
say
said
was
I said if they make the playoffs,
we
they
knew
will
they
win.
were gonna be up here. We just said
We
all
knew
we
they was
kept
gonna be in the
I'm gonna
playoffs.
say all we kept saying was if they played the way they were playing, because they were playing like trash, if they continue to play that same way, they weren't gonna make it.
That's
But
Okay,
it
that's a
wasn't like we
story.
was
I
counting
didn't
the
say that.
out.
That's a story in its own, though, with all the fucking drops, all the bullshit this year, with the Taylor Swift add-on, with the fucking distraction of that shit,
Bro,
with all of that
no,
shit.
no.
That's
You're
a
talking,
story.
but you're talking about it as of like,
I
okay,
personally
Pat,
say- okay,
tell me
go
about
ahead.
all the championships that they did in the past year.
Tell me about the championship that they did in the past year. I'm not a fucking Kansas City fan. Nigga, we just started this show this year, and I just started locking in on 10. I was in college. I was watching that shit.
Well, I can tell you this: I don't remember a lot of their championships and why they're important. To be honest with you,
It's two.
My friend, I can tell you this. I can
first
call my
one-
homeboy Tone. Tone will sit here and tell you a whole fucking story about the whole nine about it.
The
Because
first
he's
one,
been a Kansas City fan back with Alex Smith, all that shit. So he's excited about all
Yeah,
of this.
Kenna.
this
Yeah,
dynasty.
Tony
Kenna, that's a
Gonzalez.
a real fan. Yes, a real
Yeah.
fan.
But nah, they were back. No, the first one.
Okay,
what
we're
they
Kansas
beat?
City.
They beat the Niners. The Niners were already still chokers. Second one, you beat my
Well,
Eagles. Not a big story.
Who was on that team?
Who they
the
beat?
First,
They beat the
Who they-
Eagles, yeah.
Yeah. Who was on what team?
the first Niners
Jimmy
team.
Garoppolo.
First Niner team, Garoppolo and Debo.
Was that
like
okay?
a
That was
rookie
the Jimmy
Debo.
team. Okay,
And
That was
Kittle.
Jimmy.
And
And Kittle, I thought so, yeah.
And
No,
then
I
the
couldn't remember who the quarterback
defense,
was. I couldn't
the defense was pretty much
but
the
that
same.
was a big year though, because that was the year that they had wasn't that the year that Garoppolo had just came over from
It might have been
Patriots?
like a year. It'd have been like 2 years.
He basically he just came fresh from New England.
Or
He
was
got
it?
hurt.
Or was that the year that they had like drafted? Because there was something going on controversial.
He
Right
came-
around that
he
time.
came
Nothing
from
we
New
can
England.
remember.
He came from New England and he got hurt in that first within that first season of
Yeah.
him being gone. So then he
Yeah.
came back and he led them to the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I mean, so for Patty to
First
do
year
that,
starting.
Yeah.
but you got to think about this now. He beat the nigga who Belichick said was gonna be the successor of Tom Brady. He beat him. Belichick was like, "Yeah, we need to get Brady out of here, and I want to put Garoppolo in the system. He's that good." You know what I mean?
No,
like,
I don't know about that. If he the one who traded him.
That was a lot just to pull the story. It's not an immediate.
Right,
it's not
he's
an
not the one
immediate
who
like.
traded
Oh,
him.
that's a great story.
Tom Brady went upstairs and got him traded. We all know that. Don't sit here and act like he ain't go talk to that boy.
I mean,
Robert
he-
Goodell
yeah.
or something like that? I don't know his
First
name.
of all,
Robert Kraft.
No, you forgetting
Robert Kraft.
because really Tom Brady got hurt. Jimmy played. Jimmy got hurt. That's when we put in Brissett, and Brissett was the guy for a while.
No,
we
no,
ran
Tom
through
didn't
it.
get hurt. Tom was suspended.
Suspended. That's what it was.
He was
He's
suspended.
suspended.
That was Deflategate year. That's the
Yeah.
one ring
He's
Jimmy
suspended.
got was from Deflategate year. He was gone after that. He
Yeah,
was gone after Deflategate.
Jimmy was on the team that year.
Yeah. all three of them.
That's crazy.
Brissett, Tom Brady, and Garoppolo.
But nah, see, he got him out of there, bro. Tom Brady, the reason why he got him out of there. You don't need that on your thing. I mean, it was like same thing. Like, let's say Aaron Rodgers would have stayed with the Packers. Jordan Love, like, give him 2-3 more years. Jordan Love probably not gonna be on that team in 2 years.
I see what you mean.
Yes.
But I just the way I look at it, it's just not the matchup isn't enticing to me, just personally in terms of storyline, because it's like the Niners have been known to choke my entire life. So it's like I get it,
That's
you got
a
McCaffrey. So it's like, so that obviously means Pat Mahomes wins. So it's like, and like I said, I'm just not a huge dynasty person, even with my own personal teams. Because a lot of people will be like, oh, you just say that because it's not your team. No, I would never want the Eagles to have a dynasty because one, our fan base is too arrogant. I couldn't even do that. I would have to leave. They would just do too much if we were winning Super Bowls every year. Couldn't do it.
Fuck that.
No humbleness.
I want them
And then
Cowboys
two,
to cook up eventually.
we know that
We
makes
know,
sense.
Pat.
Yeah, so yeah,
We know y'all.
but
That's how
you know,
y'all
so
feel.
that's why it's just like I would prefer.
I know.
So yeah,
Hey, you a
that's just my
fucking
take on it.
bandwagon 28-3, nigga, and your fucking team sucks.
It's a lot of
I'm
okay. It's a safe.
see you next year.
It's a safe place. It's a safe place. Patrick.
Oh, you're talking about my team suck.
I
Oh, okay.
I thought he was talking about me. I was like, yeah, we do.
I think he was talking about
No,
everybody's
shit.
team. I
I
think
mean,
he was
his
talking
team
about.
just.
I think he might have
been.
been. I think he might have been talking to the mirror. Oh, but no, he said 28.
Nah.
Yeah.
Fuck you. Nigga. I just that was my diss to the rap game.
Yeah.
Okay.
The
Anywho,
whole game.
all right.
nigga.
All right, you're punching above your weight
Moving.
limit.
What Miss Scott used to say? Moving right along.
But
Moving
hey,
right
special
along.
spotlight though. Special shout out to Brock Purdy, man. He made enough plays to get them boys over the top, man. And at first, when he first got there, like nobody really believed him to be the guy, but he keeps showing up. So I want to just.
Mel said that it was just managing players that the nigga did it when it needed to be done. I felt like he stepped up and did his job.
He definitely
And
stepped up,
that's what a
man.
game manager does. His job.
But
Shout
look
out.
at Tom
I'm just saying
Brady,
he's not
though.
he's
Look
not
at
an
Brady though.
game manager.
Brady, exactly.
I'm not.
though,
See. A lot of people have the negative
but
connotation with game manager.
not-
Speaking about a game manager,
But see,
Hold on,
but
no,
no,
hold on.
because I want to say
Hold
this
on.
though, because to what Matt because
Transition.
I'm rounding it all the way to Rose, because what Rose said earlier as well, because you kind of agreed with him with the whole idea of just he was just a game manager. But I see what you're saying. I am taking it like a negative connotation. You know what I mean? But Rose said basically earlier, a game manager like Brock Purdy cannot beat Patrick Mahomes.
Cannot beat. Oh, see, now that's different because, like I said, Tom Brady's a game manager, but he's got the most rings. You know what I'm saying? You can be a game manager
Brock got
now.
the ability.
Version of
Now-
game managers where you're the not. We talk about the Niners offense. Like we said, we talk about Christian McCaffrey, we talk IU, we talk about Kettle. We getting through 4-5 niggas before we even bring up Brock Purdy. That was not the case with Tom Brady. Maybe the first time when he was young, but after that.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I
But
see what
Brock
you're
is
saying.
young though. Brock is young. Y'all got to remember this is what his second season.
Second year, yeah. So that's the second.
So
second.
come
so
on.
that makes sense. That makes sense. Hold on, because if we do real history, when Tom Brady first won that bowl, it was still like, okay, that's Tom Brady, but it's that defense that got it. It's Bill Belichick.
That's a fact.
It was Falk and them niggas. It was them niggas.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
When he got to that second and third bowl, it was like, okay, this Tom shit. This Tom
You
shit.
can't
See, I
say
can't
you
agree with
can't
that.
beat Patrick
I can't say
Mahomes.
that. They can, but I don't.
But who are you taking your chances on? Are you taking the chances on
I'm
a
not
guy
betting
that can
against
go get you a
Mahomes.
He's a young bro. You can't just bet against him. We just said who the fuck was Tom Brady when he won his first one? Brock is literally in the exact same position that Tom Brady was in when he won his first one. He's in the exact same position.
We'll just have to see. But let's move into the next topic. Going on into the NBA. So all-star selections. Let's talk about them. I'm gonna pull them up right here. First, we're gonna do the East first. Yeah, let's talk about the East real quick. So the East, we got Halliburton, Dame, Giannis, Tatum, and Embiid. Fellas, how do we feel about the all-star East starters?
Can I say this?
Yeah.
Dame over Giannis is crazy. Let's start there. Yo, that
that's funny. That's funny.
Buddy tripping.
Hey, this is what I'm saying. Brunson robbed. I'm not reading all what he said because I don't care. But Brunson robbed. I'm sorry, Dame, but I've got to put Brunson there. That's just my initial and only reaction. Everything else I have no problem with in the East.
I mean, this is my feeling about the Dame selection over. First of all, this is mostly fans. First off, Brunson's not really, appeasing to the fans like that. You know what I mean? Like that's just a fact. And then second, I'm gonna say, I think, you got to look at the fact that the Bucks are like what, second, third in the East. I want to say second, if not first.
Yeah, I believe it's second.
Okay, so I want to say second. So usually what they do is the top seed teams are gonna have one or two people in there. I'm surprised Jaylen Brown, you know what I mean? I think Jaylen Brown isn't a starter just because there's just not enough space, you know, with the shit Tyrese Halliburton is doing. And so this is how I usually see it. You have one or two people from a top team, and then you got like Joel Embiid, you got the star MVP as player. So that's three, and then you got Giannis, which is a Giannis S type player, which is on the other side. That's LeBron type shit, and then you got a budding star,
Yeah,
a budding
coming.
star. Yep, a star that's just doing crazy shit. Halliburton, you got Shea on the other side. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I see that it ends up being more often than not.
Yeah, I get it. I just that's it. I just like Brunson, like you said. Maybe he's not the marketable guy, but just going off his play, I felt like he should have got. I know he's gonna still be an all-star, but just
he should be. He should be an all-star. If he's not an all-star and they snub him, that's tough.
I couldn't see him doing that. That's crazy. I don't know.
I
don't know what other point guard in the East can you put over him? Because how many more spots do they have? Point guards?
They doing guard. They doing guard, not point guard.
Okay, guard. So how many more will they do? Like two more?
All right, so it's gonna be a team of 12. So it's gonna be a team of 12, 12 minus 5, so 7 more players. They probably do 2 guards, 2 forwards, a center.
I'm about to say for the reserves, they don't go for the reserves. They don't go by position really. They just go by whatever the coaches want. So the coaches will just pick whoever.
Yeah, so he should make it. He should make it.
I mean, yeah, he'll probably make it. They probably won't pick another big man. They probably might pick Bam Adebayo for center, but that'll be it. They're not about
that's
to
what
go.
I was thinking. I'm like,
they're
ain't
not
got no
gonna
big
go
over
like
there.
2 guards, 3 forwards. They're really just gonna be like Brunson.
What about Porzingis?
This person should be one. Porzingis just got hurt the other night. But I don't know how long he's gonna be out. I know he hurt his ankle, but it's gonna
I don't think he's an all-star anyway.
They're just gonna pick. They're gonna pick whoever they think should be like Tyrese Maxey and all those other, that's all it is, because the fans vote on the starting lineup. So that's why a lot of people are like, why is Jalen Brunson out there? And like Pat said, Jalen Brunson, even though he's in the biggest media market, the fans didn't really vote for him like that. Because to be honest with you, the Knicks are on TV, but they're not on TV like that. For you to be like, oh, I watch Jalen Brunson play all the time. You're not. You don't really know his name like that until it comes to playoff time. So that's why Damian Lillard is easy, because everyone knows Damian Lillard.
That's crazy.
It's just like when you have little kids that their vote, that's how that works.
Yeah, that is true. You got the youngest vote.
Like, for example, it's like the Messi effect. You feel me? So when Messi went and played with that top team that he played with over in the FIBA shit, whatever that top team was, it was like, all right, this is normal. You feel me? But then you go and you see Messi now go to Miami. Everybody put all eyes on that. He ain't Messi. He's not even in the fucking realm of Messi. You know what I mean? He can go. I remember when he got traded to the Knicks, I was asking my brother, I was like, why is Jalen Brunson getting off? Because it don't look like his game to me. Nothing should be like,
because he had that series. He helped Luka get them to that Western Finals against the Warriors. He went off and he said, "Oh, I'm gonna just while I'm hot, I'm gonna go get the bag."
But no, and I get that. What I'm saying is when he was playing, he was going crazy. Like when he first started with the Knicks last year, you know what I mean? And we was like, "Oh shit, Jalen Brunson balling, blah blah blah." And I'm asking my brother, like, how is this man averaging 27 points? His game looks easily he looked like he played like Raymond Felton to me.
Shit.
It ain't nothing amazing about his game. But if you really look at it, though, he just gets the spots and he's just a great shooter. That lefty shooter.
Because he plays the purest form of basketball. It's not it's not based off of his agility. It's not based off of his bounce. None of that stuff. It's based off of, like you said, it's basically zone hunting. That's what they call it. He's a zone hunter. So where his best shots are is where he usually go. So
Yeah.
he doesn't do nothing flashy. He's not about to do about to be sky hook like dunk or none of that stuff. It's gonna be simple pull up mid range, pull up three. Oh, he got a wide open three. Boom, that's how he hits it. It's nothing like super flashy. So by the time you look up at the stat sheet, he has 25.
Right. And you
He
like,
has
damn,
30.
like how did he
And
do
you're
that?
like, yo, how the fuck? How did he get that? Because it's literally all the whole entire time he's just been picking you off on defense.
Literally.
And then we got the West over here. We got LeBron, KD, Jokic, Luka, and Shai, SGA. I like it. It's okay. I don't really have a problem with it. Honestly, I have no problem with it. I don't think anybody else got snubbed out the West. I'm trying to think, is there anybody out the West side? Nah,
So
not really.
they were saying Steph. They were
But
saying
that's who it was.
Steph
They were
got
saying
snubbed.
Steph. And that's when you remember how you were saying about the kids are voting. I'm like, I was
Same, yeah.
surprised the kids would have been, but they probably messed with Shea a little bit more and probably Luka a little bit more. Then maybe
Right
Steph's
now,
they did. I watched it live and they did say Steph was like right there at like 3 or 4 for guards. So
yeah. And then I mean, so you got Luca and Shea as the guards, right? So Shea right now is taking over the league by storm. Everybody's fucking with him. And then as for Luca, I mean, the man just dropped 73 the other night. Like you can see why the fans fuck with him. He is a fan favorite. He's like I literally went to the game just to see Luca. Like I literally said, damn, Kyrie not playing, but I still get to see Luca. Honestly, it's potential history to go see this man because shit, I mean, it is Luca. Like, you never know. Then the man goes and scores, and now he's tied for the fourth most scoring in any game ever. You know what I mean? So, I mean, that's why you put Luca in this game as a starter. As for the LeBron, KD, and Jokic ex MVP, ex last Finals MVP. So you're gonna put him in the game just as much as you're gonna put Joel. You got LeBron over here. LeBron is gonna get the nod because it's LeBron. The same thing he did with Kobe as the years went on. And he's the same thing with Giannis over there on the other side. And then you got K Dizzle. K Dizzle is over there doing his thing by himself. You know what I mean? And he's just keeping niggas afloat. And I think K Dizzle is doing the same thing Jason Tatum is doing in terms of scoring and his performance. You know what I mean? So I genuinely like this. Something that I think is going to be interesting, and I believe this year they're going back to the East versus West format. They're not going to
the
choose this.
captains, yeah,
Yeah. So I think that's going to be real interesting to
the
see this year
schoolyard
because of the team lineup is the teams
is what it is.
like come on.
I will say that's who it was, which I get. I don't know if you could have fit him in there. Anthony Edwards. I was like, that's who it was out the West. Where I was like, he could have
Yeah.
gone right there, but I guess he
I
hasn't
would
really
put
had.
Ant-Man in there over Luca potentially. Only thing is
Like, is it
because
a
Luca is
numbers
just
thing? Like,
not.
what is it?
He's not Luca. Like Luca, it is. I mean, when you think about this, Luca's fan base is larger than Ant-Man's off bail. You know what I mean? And then you go to the next step of like the marketing, just things of that nature. Like none of us. I don't know anybody with Ant-Man shoes.
Yeah, I think my Southern bias was just kicking in with it because it's
You
like
know, like,
he's
and
not
I've been
there.
trying to buy the man's shoes since they apparently was supposed to come out. They did sell out. They sold out immediately. But I mean, I'm gonna say the same thing for Ja. I don't know nobody with Ja Morant. I
My cousin
don't.
got some jobs, I think,
Okay, he
but
got some
the
Jaws, but I'm
younger
like, I don't
generation.
know
You know what I'm
nobody
saying?
with
Younger kid.
Jaws. Like, I've seen Jason Tatum's and Lucas.
Got you. That makes sense. That makes sense. Those two guys, young and have made significant runs in the playoffs. So how you feel? How you feel about the All-Star rosters, Rose?
Man, I can't. I feel like y'all. I can't really say that there's an argument. I mean, I could understand a little confusion of Steph not being there, but Shea is more relatable, especially to a lot of kids now on social media, or you know what I'm saying. Like, even though Steph is still Steph Curry, but winning does kind of matter, I guess. You know what I'm saying? I guess with certain awards like this, will come the fan base versus where you actually stand at. So maybe that's an argument to play in. But to me, honestly, like I like the list. Like you said, the young talent. Got Jokic for the future. Got Luka for the future. I mean, shoot. I mean, we already know about some folks on the pod, you know, how they feel about no defense and it's not the same. Like, you know what I'm saying? I get it. We so used to competing and saying, hey, yo, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna be at it. Yeah, we're gonna still be at it, but like we also know at a certain point, like, bro, like a lot of that, even folks from back then would say now, like, hey, yeah, yes, I was that nigga, but a lot of that time, bro, I was just talking shit. Like, he wasn't really about to really do nothing for real. You think about to pay another 200K? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause at the end of the day, that's money I get you getting paid, what you're getting back. Like, that's bad business. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to keep and in the NBA, you can just say, oh, this is getting the money back, but we ain't gonna tell you what we did with it. So that go to show, like, bro, do you wanna what we want to see entertainment, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, do you want to see the entertainment lose out the money that they're earning? Like, so yeah, I get that shit. So looking at this, bro, like skills could definitely gone up. So, bro, you're gonna see more 70-point games to hell. At some point, someone's gonna hit that 80. Someone's gonna do it. We always talk about the Wilt Chamberlain 100-point game, but that's the one game motherfuckers didn't televise. Wonder why.
Somebody's gonna hit the yeah. Somebody they told me. They said, yo, you're on mute. Yo, you're on mute. I'm like, oh, okay. Dang. But somebody's gonna hit the 100. Somebody will hit the I think maybe not 100, but I think somebody will hit 93 within the next couple years. Somebody's gonna get 93. So I don't know. We'll have to see about it.
That'll be freaking and you know what? And it's gonna have to be a young coach that's gonna let this young star, all-star, whomever that's gonna do it, keep running and not be like on some Carlos St. Town shit or a bunch of other players who see me like, let me pull you out, cool you out for a minute. You know what I'm saying? We think the rest of the team got it. Oh, no, we need you. Come back in. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to see that.
Mathematically, 40 a half. Drop 40 in each half. 40 something. You can get to 90 with that. That's basically what it is.
That's basically what it is.
And then when you divide that's basically a dub a quarter. You drop a dub a quarter. That's
Luka
had 48.
Luka had 48 at halftime when he scored 73.
Exactly.
They literally started guarding the man when he scored 50. Like that's when they started guarding him. They started double teaming him. They started trying to do everything. I'm talking DeJounte Murray wasn't even, I was at the game, so y'all know. DeJounte Murray wasn't even trying to let the man cross half court no more. Like, that's how bad they started guarding the man. They started guarding him.
After that, he could only drop 23.
And he only dropped, exactly. So, yeah. He only dropped
it would take all-star S defense for somebody to drop 93, basically. So maybe we'll see it in an all-star game. If somebody gets that amount of PT, though, I don't think with the All-Stars, they'd be like, no, bro, everybody got to get, nobody's about to play all game.
Right, where these superstars set up, man, think about it like this. You and my player, and you see LeBron got 80. You gonna keep letting this man cook like, God damn, bro, let me get my shit up too,
ain't
bro.
Nobody never on my career. Ain't nobody going that crazy.
Hey, bro.
No, sir.
Melo did on my shit one time. I had 50, I had 30. I was like, yo, yeah, keep cooking.
One time, I think the other day I let Chris Paul come off the Warriors bench and drop 23 on me. I was so worried about guarding Steph. I was leaving Chris open. I was like, oh shit, this man got 23 shit. But anywho,
he can shoot.
Man, Rose, it's good to have you back on Heavily Opinionated. Glad to have you back. Can't wait for next week. And with that, y'all got anything else before we get up out of here?
Man, not too much, bro. Just stay safe, stay blessed up. You know what I mean? And thank you for the fans who've been rocking with us and continue to. Much love to y'all.
Real live. It's great to be back home, man.
Yeah, most definitely. And with that, stay heavily opinionated out there, y'all. Peace. Thanks for rocking with us.